As a diehard college football fan, this is what I want to see. Four of the greatest fan bases of all time going at it for SEC supremacies. Want to talk about a brutal schedule of all time? This might be the one right here. What up, gang? In this video, man, we got some breaking news to talk about. Dear Texas and Oklahoma fans, I know you guys are really excited, but you guys are really in for a rude awakening. No more playing a trash Big 12 schedule. No more playing doo-doo Baylor. No more playing doo-doo Iowa State. No more playing doo-doo Texas Tech. No more playing doo-doo Oklahoma State. Now you have to play the gods of college football, the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Georgia Bulldogs. Good luck. I see it's a lot of Texas and Oklahoma fans out there that is really excited about joining the SEC. And I'm excited for you guys too, because now my college football experience on Saturday just got a whole lot better. But other than just my experience, I think Texas and Oklahoma is going to make the SEC 100 times better and 100 times more entertaining. It is going to be amazing. I would love to see Alabama travel to Memorial Stadium in the middle of November. And I would love to see the Georgia Bulldogs travel to Austin, Texas to play the Texas Longhorns in a night game. Oklahoma and Texas moving to the SEC made college football so much better. But man, let's look at reality. Things are not going to be the same as they was in the Big 12. When you are moving into the SEC conference, the toughest conference in America, you're going to have to deal with big time changes. In 2024, the Texas Longhorns has to play the Georgia Bulldogs, the back-to-back national champs. And Oklahoma, this is not an easy draw. Y'all have to play the college football dynasty, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Those two games are not going to be easy, and you guys better wake up, because it's not going to be as easy as it used to be when you guys were running the Big 12 conference. Hey, what's up, guys? I got a question. Who will win each Power 5 conference this year? I know this is a little bit off topic, but I'm curious. I'm going to say mine's real quick. I have Alabama winning the SEC because I believe Nick Saban is out for vengeance. I have Ohio State winning the Big 10 because they are just more talented than everybody else, and they have the best player in college football, Marvin Harrison Jr. I got Texas winning the Big 12 and going out with a bang. I believe Steve Sarkisian is on the hot seat, and he has a lot to prove this year. Or Urban Meyer is going to take that job. Laugh out loud. I got Florida State winning the ACC because Jordan Travis and Mike Norvell and their approved defense. Clemson can win, but I'm picking Florida State because Dabo Swinney is my arch nemesis. Hate that guy. And number 5, I got Utah winning the Pac-12 because they are a smash mouth football team that does not lose to teams like Tulane. Cough, cough, cough. Lincoln Riley and USC. But I'm out, man. Tell me what y'all feel like in the comment section below. Now let's move on to the next topic in the vid. So yesterday, the SEC released their 2024 schedule, and I was very interested. I was so excited. So I went to Twitter to see the fans' reactions, and I seen this tweet from the man, the myth, the legend, Brett McMurphy, and it showed a couple big games Texas is going to have to play in 2024, and it really intrigued me. But then I was sitting back thinking about it, and a thought came to my mind. The thought was, dang, Texas has to play Georgia, the champs. They have to go play Texas A&M at Kyle Field and Oklahoma on a neutral site. I was like, wow, that is a very difficult schedule. I love Texas. I believe Texas all time is one of the best programs ever. But man, having a history of Texas football, have there ever been a more difficult schedule? I was like, man, the new college football is going to be exciting. But man, they have made it way harder to win a national championship. Do you think Texas and Oklahoma's road to win a natty has gotten even more tougher? It seems to me that the SEC took the Big Ten's philosophy. Let's make college football more exciting and let's have more big time games every week. As a fan, I'm with it. But I really feel bad for the kids because the new college football is going to put a lot of wear and tear on their bodies. Tell me how y'all feel about that. But man, as a college football fan, I am so excited for the 2024 season. I can't wait to see the Georgia-Texas game, the Alabama-Oklahoma game, the Michigan-USC game, the Ohio State-UCLA game. And what I'm most excited for is the first 12-team playoff in history. For the fans and the money, it is changing for the better. But for the athletes, We still have to find out. Man, here is something else that really gets me excited. Not only does Alabama have to play Oklahoma at Oklahoma, but they also have to play the back-to-back champs as well. I love this because I think Georgia and Alabama should have to play each other every year, just like Ohio State has to play Michigan every year. And here's why. Last year, when Georgia defended their title, they completely destroyed every team in their way. But two teams, Ohio State and Missouri. Georgia last year did not have to play Alabama, so they completely dodged that matchup. So I feel like that really gave Georgia an advantage because the last 2 years, they did not have to play Alabama in the regular season. I feel like the SEC be having a lot of things going their way. One thing that I really hate is that Week 11 cupcake. That essentially gives the top dogs in the SEC 2 bye weeks. Nobody brings this up, but that definitely gives them an advantage in the playoff. Not only does that give them a mental advantage, but that also gives some of the most stacked teams in the nation a physical advantage. The only reason Georgia beat Ohio State last year was because Ohio State's season wear and tear was worse than Georgia's season wear and tear. Now, onto the reason that you guys clicked this video. The Georgia Bulldogs had the most brutal schedule in college football history, and I feel like they deserve it. I'm no Georgia hater or anything, but man, these last 2 years, they have played a cupcake schedule. Like the only comp they had was when they played Ohio State in the college football playoffs, and when they played Alabama 2 times in the college football playoffs and one in the SEC championship where they lost. In the 2023 season, they have a cupcake schedule. And honestly, I don't see no one on that schedule beating them. Maybe until they get into the SEC championship game. And that would have to be Alabama because I don't think LSU can beat them. But in 2024, they have to play the Alabama Crimson Tide, the Texas Longhorns, and the Clemson Tigers. 3 of the top 10 programs in the nation. We all know going into that game, Alabama is going to be a top 5 team. Alabama is a top 5 team every year. Texas is going to be a top 10 team. We all know that because Texas is just a great program. They have a great, great coaching and great players in the state of Texas. And Clemson and Dabo Swinney is going to be a top 10 team. Dabo still dominate on the recruiting trail. He just landed a top recruit. But the real question is, will Georgia be on their way to a 3-peat when they play all those teams? 4-peat? Now, I really do believe that Georgia has a really, really good chance to 4-peat this year. I mean, not 4-peat, 3-peat this year. But man, a 4-peat would be something nobody has ever done before. Winning a college football championship 4 times in a row. So tell me what y'all think. Do you think when they have to play this tough schedule in 2024, they'll be 4-peating? Let's go.